Hi everyone, it's Tim here from Online Ownership, and together with Semrush, we're taking a look at this site called Interbrands Packaging, and to see what we can come up with for them. So, the first thing, looking at the site, first off impressions. Look, it's nice, it's clean, it's visually clean, it's appealing. Of course, they're talking about products, packaging, etc. I like it. It's clean. So let's try and figure out what's going on. The first thing with obviously the Semrush is you can always pop your site in and get some kind of idea of what's going on. So the largest thing, first of all, the largest thing we see is mixed content over here. And okay, I get this. We've obviously got an embed in some of these. So we can kind of look at that, but it's not a major, but we'll get to that when we look at some of these pages, and then we can see exactly what's going on. Duplicate title tags, one internal broken link. There's not that much, not that many problems. External images that are broken are going to be from the embeds, which can obviously be worked through and corrected. Some low text to HTML. None of these are really going to make or break a site in that sense. Okay, so we've got some orphaned pages, which these can typically be tidied up. None of this is sort of a major, break all. I would double check what you were redirecting there. Got some subdomains. Look, none of this is sort of any kind of major issues. They can all be worked through. So, let's just try and figure out what really is going on here. First thing I notice, okay, so when I want to try and find the site, Interbrands Packaging. Okay, great. I really like that they've actually got a GMB, although they're international. GMB, if somebody's looking for it specifically, is great. They have filled this in. However, I probably would like to see some more actual products in there. That's literally all we've got in there. When in fact they do a lot of products. So I would spend a little bit of time just padding this out and actually making it work. The first thing is, and this was my first search, when one of your, let's say, social channels is actually ranking first, we kind of know that there's potentially sort of a branding issue here, a slight branding issue. But on my second search, when I was looking around, finally we came up. But then again, now this shows to me that we have a slight problem with what's going on. Okay, because in my snippets here, ideally I would probably like to see some of my actual packaging, my different types of packaging. So, for example, our products, I'd probably want to see some of them, capabilities, maybe design center, about us, or whatever the case may be, except I've got internal news and trends showing up here. So these, this kind of tells me also that we probably have a little bit of issue going on around here. And we've also can see that we've got these 258 issues here with mixed content, right? So we definitely have something going on which is probably not working so great over here. If I click through to one of these, this is what my news category is looking like, and I'm like, okay, instantly I can see something looks broken here. From a design point of view, definitely something is broken, which needs to be looked at. I wanted to try and get a look at how give me some idea. Do these guys even rank for some of the stuff that they publish? Because that also gives you an idea of sort of what's going on. Yet I can't copy. I can't get anything. I can't click through. When I click through, and then that's all broken. The actual, your call to action page is broken. I can't, I just literally can't get anything. I had to physically type or actually search for the product itself to find this. Now, if Interbrands is actually watching this, look, when you've got things like this, eco-friendly production line, IBP, we've got a lot of different, so consumer demand for sustainable products. You've already got some new ideas there in terms of content. But let's say we've clicked through to this. Same again. So we're into this into the site. At least these pages aren't broken like the original news. Where you cannot literally, a user can't get anywhere on this. I can't even move through pages. Okay, so that's a big problem with that needs to be fixed. But when we actually get through to the actual news page itself, great. Okay, it doesn't seem to be broken. However, without looking at the actual internal site, I don't know what kind of spam they're getting on these. Without me looking, I would potentially drop this out. Just leave these comments. Just get rid of it completely. Just remove it out. I would also want to be seeing some related content through here. So what's related to this new eco-friendly production line? What are the most recent published articles? It helps people navigate through. So essentially this is kind of like a dead page. Yes, it's working, but it's not great. With the I'm just going to flip through. So it's posted in news-en and just news. So I'm kind of like, well, what's the difference here? And right, that's back to the broken page, the news EN category. Is this a different language? No, it's exactly the same. So whoever is using these categories needs to really, obviously, firstly fix these categories. This over here is really concerning because although we can't see what the article was because it's broken, this already is very concerning with the amount of tags that are being chucked in. The next one that does concern me is I see one here for molded pulp. And the reason I say that one does concern me is because one of their products is industrial molded pulp. So I would certainly be wanting to check out, are we potentially cannibalizing stuff? Are we actually working on it? What's going on? What's actually going on? So right, back to the original site. Next thing I noticed, so just to recap there, we need to really dive in, fix the blog or the news and really make things happen there. The next quick thing is I just wanted to, just nipped into view source because we've got Interbrands packaging. It's molded pulp, flexible packaging, and folded carton. Okay, fair enough. But as my homepage, I would probably pick something a little bit more packaging solutions. Something to that effect. I would sort of optimize the main page, your homepage, as a packaging solutions provider, okay, rather than trying to squeeze in 3 different types of an actual package, okay. So I would certainly just look at that. You've got it in, but I would probably look at a more top level for your homepage. Now, your flexible packaging, right? So great, right? Flexible packaging, what is it? Now, the next thing I notice is we've literally got one page for flexible packaging. And then I start noticing that you've got products within your flexible packaging: standard pouches, zipper bags, mailer bags, LDPE bags and rolls. You've got obviously those capabilities which are part of this, and available films which would be part of the actual extrusion and the products. So immediately, my first thing here is you're calling flexible packaging can be a lot, but you aren't actually including what perhaps a user may look for. So, like in this example, in this image you've got here is coffee. So, Big Dash, and I'm guessing that's a zipper thing, but I'm not entirely sure. So, it's stand-up pouch or zipper bags. But you've got a few things there. If somebody or a user or a manufacturer is actually looking for one of these, I'm guessing that they are going to actually search for zipper mailer bags or stand-up pouches, right, rather than flexible packaging. So I would possibly look at, in your flexible packaging, create subcategories within that. So flexible packaging, and your menu would come out, and it would be I don't know what that would be. LDP bags and rolls. So I would probably have a page for your stand-up zipper bags, mailer bags, if those are actually proper products. So they would probably do a lot better than just flexible packaging, especially when a consumer is looking, right, I want to put my coffee into one of these Ziploc stand-up pouches, right? So there you should be. And I would be looking at more specific information on that. So sizes. Look, don't be scared of, in something like this, your tech specs, capabilities. I mean, really go to town. It doesn't necessarily have to be, because you must remember, you're trying to sell to large bulk manufacturers who want details. Your internal, these ones, when you create them, go to town on your tech spec. Provide all the information they need, eco credentials, etc., etc. You can include little sections on these nylon, and if these colored pigmented actually works with the LDP bags. I'm guessing like matte BOP probably doesn't work with zipper bags. I don't know. So include all the information on these. You should definitely be doing that, because this flexible packaging page isn't really doing anything for you in that sense, because most people aren't going to be searching flexible packaging when the guy wants to buy 50,000 stand-up pouches. He's probably going to search stand-up pouches rather than flexible packaging or stand-up pouches packaging. I also notice now, with these images, and back into your homepage, you have quite a lot of, let's see, you've got slide. Let me just hit the slides, got to find it again. Right, so this looks already branded. Oh, see, you've jumped out there. That already looks branded. So I'm guessing you have got, I don't know if those are just generically made up, but I'm guessing you have or do already work with quite a lot of these companies. Your next stage then, whilst we're flipping through this, your next stage is actually providing a section where you can break it down into not necessarily case. I wouldn't call it case studies. I would probably call it our packaging work or something like that, packaging solutions by brands. And then in those can all interlink through. Also, when you give a case study on this Big Dash, how many they wanted, how does it keep their, what is that, coffee? Yes, coffee. How does it keep the coffee fresher? What tests have you done? What tests did you run? How did the design process work? Because you may have, you may be able to work in your actual design center page into that. So you definitely want to be providing that. And those, again, are people who may actually be coming, let's say they've gone to, I don't know, let's just say Starbucks. They've gone to Starbucks, they've checked out this, the carry cases, and they've gone, where do I get, who makes these stuff? If you've got a if you have a case study for that page, you're already then attracting more people that see the product, that already want the product, that are using that brand to try and find out who made it. Okay, so that's our next step. Sorry if I sound a bit rushed, but we're on a time thing here. Right. So once I was looking at that flexible packaging, and we've gone through Zipper Stand, I just wanted to see, is flexible packaging solutions actually working? Yeah, look, search volume is quite low, and that was when I quickly realized that I'm guessing people are, a buyer is going to be typing, is going to be searching for the specific product they want. They're not necessarily going to be hitting in straight away there. Now, this is what I also wanted to quickly highlight: the top line nav. On this page, I literally can't see it. I cannot see it. I know it's up there, but I can't see it. You really need to sort out that. It's crucial that a user is able to move through and actually able to see it. Change the color, do whatever, but that white is absolutely horrendous. The next one, folding cartons here. Same again. Look, we've got plastic lamination, holographic lamination. Now, I am kind of guessing that you possibly have specific industry standards. That's probably like a 12 can. I don't know what maybe that's called a carry case. That's carry case. I would really look at understanding what a buyer would be looking for rather than a folding carton. So you have your folding carton, same again, you then break it out into sub products, and then again, break out. A buyer typically won't just look at folding cartons, actually include 2 or 3 of these on what they are properly called, right? And now we get into this, remember this industrial molded pulp. And same again, look, we've got industrial, we've got for food and drink, technology, lighting. I would certainly start breaking those down. We get a little bit more funkier with this page, with things being pulled in. But we've got nothing on this, right? Got absolutely nothing on this. User studies. You say that, this is sustainable, customer molded pulp packaging. Can we get some examples? Can we get more information on this? Lower costs. Do we have any tech specs? 100% biodegradable, products in stock. Have you got anything to back this up? Where is it? Can we have it on the page? Can we link through it? Can the user review it? Right? These are kind of things that is going to be important, very, very important to a buyer, massively important to a buyer. My other thing, next one with Semrush is just actually looking at a quick domain. I've looked in the US, and of course, naturally, I certainly see that we have got, that you've got different languages here. Great. Okay. But this is something I just wanted to write. So this is your hreflang for your biodegradable food containers, which I'm going to go back to English, which is this one. Okay. So, right. Okay. Same again on both of these. Biodegradable food containers. And I'm just looking at this going, great. Most of these look like cups. Okay. So we need to break this down. You've got cold beverage, hot beverage. Can we at least get more information on this? Can we get tech spec? I'm guessing, I'm like off the top of my head, I'm guessing people want to know how long before the beverage leaks through? I don't. What are customers? What are your actual bulk buyers asking you? So this, I would also be going back to the your customer service, even your reps, if you have reps, and what are customers always asking? Put that information in here. This seems, although it seems very intuitive, you are literally not providing the actual detailed stuff. We've got a download brochure here. You're not providing the actual detailed stuff that people want to look at. Off the top of my head, looking at this, the PDF, this PDF doesn't even have a title on it. So although Google may read this, it doesn't have a title on it. Yes, you're giving a bit more information here, but this could really be on page. But again, I'm not getting any tech specs here. There's no tech spec. Ideally, this kind of stuff could be on that actual main page, but we're not getting any technical specs here. How long does it last before grease moves through? Which type of I don't know, backing, which would be better for which cup? Give people the information so that they can actually make a purchasing decision, that they actually want to contact you. Look, we're not doing great on the content here, and I'm guessing a lot of this is to do with the actual makeup that we've got going on here. But you can see that your industrial molded pulp page actually does work for packaging. For the actual molded. We need to actually ramp that up, and with different parts of your molded packaging split out, with case studies all interlinking back to the molded pulp, you can then really start to dominate this. Don't be afraid of tech specs, because you are talking to, your site is aimed at bulk buyers. You are not providing at the minute any information to bulk buyers who may or may not want this kind of information. I would certainly have something in your footer to do with your credentials, to back up all your sustainable stuff. That can obviously be in your top nav, but I would certainly have it possibly in your footer so that it can be easily found. Get your case studies sorted, split them up by the type of packaging, and don't be shy. Break it out in terms of the packaging, the design of it, etc., etc., etc. Really, 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 you could be doing a lot better and a lot more if you properly structure this and actually focus a bit more on providing more detailed information to the actual users. Your news page is a big issue. Although Google is able to, crawl it and find it, you are providing so much noise here that if you tidied this up, corrected it, especially with all of these tags, that is quite worrying. Where is the one? Sorry, guys. Let me just go back to that. No. I just wanted to show you. This was another one. Sustainable packaging unwrapped. The title doesn't come through. I had to find it in search results. This is like terrible, guys. This is just, what is that? That's 2 sentences. This video is one of the actual from the issues. The mixed content issue. So look, it's horrendous. It doesn't do anything. There isn't actually a video there. It's not talking about sustainable packaging unwrapped. This kind of stuff can go. It can literally go. Now, I wanted to so we view source on that because I wanted to find what this molded pulp page was. Another big problem here, like you've literally got a post called molded pulp when one of your main products is molded pulp. Sort that out, get rid of it. I don't know what it is, because of naturally I can't click through to it, but you've got a problem here. You've got other things like fiber pulp, packaging sustainable. Really, these tags need to be managed properly, and you are all of the you are literally cross contaminating your site. Look at them, go through them, refine them. They can be used very effectively, but don't use when one of your main products is industrial molded pulp. Do not create a molded pulp, a molded pulp tag. If you are going to, then potentially look at molded pulp, something slightly different, like as a packaging solution, etc., whatever the case may be. But yeah, so I think for me personally, when we look at this again, your actual packaging, what you provide, those need to be broken out into what they're actually called. So subcategories within that, okay, and provide detailed information about them. We need to sort out these news pages big time. That's one of the first things I would be looking at whilst I was rebuilding pages. Actual products that you have. These are generic. These are very generic, and you're not actually providing any industry used that a buyer would search for. Okay, I would have a page here with actually all your research. Included in, so your industrial molded pulp, 100% recyclable. Well, why is it? How is it working? What tests have you done? Don't be afraid to provide that information. Your PDF stuff, properly label them. Your products, get that sorted. News and trends, change the color of this, or at least change the color of it on pages where it becomes almost invisible. And I'm hoping that we have, I'm out of time, but this is easily fixable. And I think if you actually get to grips and tidy these things up, you can really do some great things with this site.